Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards and see what's in store with a message from Spirit. How are you all doing this morning? Friday energy today. It's been a week. We are still in the energy of the full moon. Remember, that's 3 days before, 3 days after. So you're still in mm, that watery yet clarity giving moon energy. And really, regardless of what I'm saying, it's about how you feel in it, right? Like that's what matters, how you feel in this energy. So really give yourself the time to pay attention to what that is for you so you can move through it. Let the little sparks of insight, of clarity, of all of that manifest, show themselves so it can guide you in the direction you're going. Okay? All right. Let's see what we have. I am going to finish up the week with the Rebecca Campbell Healing Waters Oracle. And let's see what the cards have to say. Let's see if Spirit has anything to say first. Okay, so first of all, when I close my eyes, there is so much spirit activity, so many orbs. I see them like pinpricks of light whenever I first close my eyes, and there are so many. I actually feel a little overwhelmed by it. So I'm just going to tune in and see why this is, because that's a lot. Hold on. Okay, this is really interesting. Okay, thank you, Spirit. They're telling me I'm seeing so much right now because the veil is so thin. So the reason why I paused longer is I said to them, yes, the veil is thin, but what about those that are feeling like they can't connect in? Because I've been talking to a lot of people, very spiritual people, like we talked about too, that are feeling this, like they're just done. They're tired. They just can't do it anymore, and they don't feel spirit, and they're not hearing spirit. And so I said, well, what about those people? Like, what about those that are struggling to see you, to feel you, to know your presence? And they said, a big thing with these glitches this weekend that we talked about yesterday, a big thing with this glitch energy is going to make their ability to show themselves, for you to feel them, to be inspired by them, to see them maybe more apparent this weekend. So there's going to be more interaction this weekend because of this glitchiness that's been happening. And yeah, I keep asking them to give more details on the earth and like exactly what's going on yet. And they're like, that's a conversation with her. So maybe I'll do a podcast on that and see. But again, there's a big presence. So you may find you are drawn into communicating a lot this weekend. You may even feel this draw to tune into your guides just while you're washing dishes, maybe you're folding laundry, and just have conversations. Just not even necessarily asking questions, sharing thoughts and ideas. But again, there's going to be this closeness. Your guides are coming closer this weekend, which I find really interesting. Hmm. Okay, let's see what the cards have to share. Oh, these two want to come out. Okay, and one more. All right, what do we have here? So what are the two that wanted to come out? This is funny. Every time I see this card called Into the Unknown, I sing the Frozen song in my head. Into the unknown, right? Makes me laugh. Okay, into the unknown. First of all, this says underworld depth, courage, facing your fears. And then the one that was attached to it is she who flows. So this says ease, being open to change, and go with the flow of life. So this is what I get from these two because they came in together. We are moving through this this sort of portal energy, if you will. If you want to take this imagery, we're moving into this new portal energy, this unknown, and it can bring up fears, or if you choose to move with flow and ease and be in your heart space, you can move through this journey this weekend with with more ease, like the card says. It says go with the flow of life and being open to change because things are shifting. This time glitchiness that they said pay attention to is bringing us into these new realities. And these new realities, which we're stepping into, can really sometimes be unnerving. But what I'm getting from this, the reason why these stuck together is because don't go with the old narrative of, I don't know what this is scary, this is fearful, but rather know these transformations are happening, but go through with it with your consciousness intact. Like Spirit was saying, notice what you notice. Notice the glitches and be aware of them so they don't trigger a fear. You're just like, that's glitchiness. There's timeline shifting happening. Okay. That's really important because this is what I really love. Oh, I love this so much. We have and these two really go together. So the first card, the Pearl card, I love this card. This speaks of alchemy, the reward at the end, the grit to grace, the movement from grit to grace. This is you stepping through this portal type thing, this shift in energy into the pearl that you are. A lot of you, again, through the energy this weekend, you're going to be shifting into this grace energy, this reward, this alchemy. And then we also have the card Atlantis here, and this says, keep the big vision, stay in alignment as you grow. So this tells me we're having a big, we could say a timeline jump for some, if that wording resonates for you. An ascensionary jump, to me, that feels a little bit more aligned, like a jump in ascension this weekend, moving through this new dimensional energy here. If we move through with grace, we will reach and receive that pearl, those things coming together, that wisdom, that higher state of consciousness that we can find in the energetics of Atlantis, of Lemuria. A lot of this is happening through this watery energy, this clarity that the moon is bringing it through with purpose. And there's so much for us to gain from this experience right now. So really flow, be open, be conscious. And I really want to emphasize this pearl card. Alchemy, reward at the end, from grit to grace. This is really what you are stepping into and beginning to receive and see the manifestations of this pearl in your life. And I think that's pretty amazing. So I will leave that with all of you for now. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me. And I do want to say, if you want to learn more about the soul star chakra, I'm going to be talking about that in Cosmic Consciousness next week. And we'll be doing a meditation and activating that and learning how it really connects into our nervous system and this next level upgrade. So you know what? This is all divine timing. The cards today are really speaking of this upgrade that Spirit wanted me to talk about on Wednesday. It's all divine timing right now. I love it. I love when that happens. All right, so if you do want to join for Cosmic Consciousness, you can sign up at avalonspirit.com under Cosmic Consciousness. And other than that, I will just see you all next week. Have a beautiful rest of your day, everyone. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all on Monday.